Greetings, friends. We have ourselves another beautiful day today. It is January 18th, February 18th, 2013. I gotta get over this January thing, eh? Like, what's gonna happen when March comes around? Woo! And yes, today it is Family Day. In Ontario. And what does that all mean? Well, I mean, we could look at it as like a day to spend time with your nuclear family. Or we could look at it as a celebration of the greater family structure that we all have here with each other. And I mean, I personally like the second version better than the first version. The reason why I say that is because not everyone's nuclear family is, well, I mean, to start off, not everyone's nuclear family is in the same location. So this kind of breeds and builds into this. Not everyone's nuclear family is, like, good or valuable to them. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that idea or that line of thinking. I mean, really, I didn't choose whose family I was born into. Or maybe I did. Well, that's a highly philosophical question that I'm not really sure the answer is too obvious, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that we need to kind of break out of this, like, nuclear family concept. I personally find it's highly limiting. I find that there are definitely advantages to it, but there's also disadvantages, and I just think the obsession of this, like, nuclear family, or like this somehow that it's like the building block of society, this is such a fallacy. And to continue to allow this, like, perception to continue, I think is is preventing other possible familial structures coming about that might be more beneficial for everyone involved. So I think that the concept of the nuclear family, and I mean, like, just looking at my family, for example, I have 5 younger siblings, so I mean, we're not really nuclear, or if we are, we're in ICBM, and like, you don't really see that kind of stuff these days. So I mean, again, like, the concept of the nuclear family doesn't really, like, fit in with me, and even, like, out where I live, it's constantly, like, friends coming over, or, you know, like, boyfriends or girlfriends and stuff like that. And I just think, in my mind, again, it's like this concept of like family, it's in my mind it should be much more expansive. Like, I could argue pretty logically or like reasonably about, like, the concept of the human family, for example. Like, and I mean, my question would be, if you want to use this nuclear family metaphor as well, like, my question would be, are we taking care of our nuclear family, of our human nuclear family? And I think the answer to that is a resounding no. And so I always find it kind of funny and strange how, like, you know, and I'm not trying to be, like, political, but it's like certain, like, conservative right-wing perspectives are always talking about, like, the nuclear family being this building block, and it's like, well, like, using your nuclear family metaphor, like, you aren't really taking care of the human nuclear family. So I mean, how important is this, like, family structure to you? Or is it just, like, your immediate family structure connected around you through, like, a patriarchal, like, bloodline? Then, oh, like, now that starts to make sense, your obsession with this nuclear family. Do you follow me? And it's like, get over yourself. This bloodline, like, it's such a strange, bizarre concept. Like, detach from it. Detach. Detach. Do not be a part of that. Your life's gonna get easier because of it. Trust me. You'll have less worries and reasons to have heart attacks. Trust me. You'll be less worried about your radical left-wing children. Woo! And again, this isn't coming from like anything personal. Although, like, you know, it's always good to be personal in how you think, right? No, I'm not having beef with my dad today, is what I'm saying. Woo! I love my dad. I'm not ashamed or afraid to say it. Aframed. I'm not afraid to say it. Oh, that should be a new word. Aframed. Aframed. It's a combination of ashamed and afraid. Aframed. I'm aframed! I like it. I love it. Yes. What do the spirit guides have to tell us for today? Kiwi, do a walking meditation for the next week. Sorry, each day for the next week. Ooh, a challenge being posed from me to you. Do a walking meditation. Do you know what? Have you ever done a walking meditation before? It's like walking like 70 to 80% slower than how you normally walk and feeling like each step down, step up, step down, step up. It's amazing. And obviously you're going to listen, look, feel, smell, maybe even touch. I was like doing it right there. Not on the camera. And try to feel everything. Try to feel like each step. Try to feel like, just try to feel. Try to like build this connection, because honestly it's like, sometimes, and I mean, maybe this is like just like another random quick little thing, like we need to connect with our intuitive side, which like our creative side. So it's like, why am I walking? I'm walking so slow. Like, I know that's the hardest challenge in doing a walking meditation. You're walking so slow, but think about, I'm waiting for something to happen. When you're walking, be like, I'm waiting for something to happen, something to like, I came out here for this walk for a reason, and what is that reason? Don't leave the walk until you got that reason. Peace and love, friends.